Welcome everybody, another episode of PHP Ladies. We have a special guest today, a featured beautiful woman. Gaby Vargas is on the call. Gaby, thank you so much for bringing on yourself to the PHP Ladies call. How does it feel?
Thank you so much, Sheena. I mean, it's just a blessing. I think it feels amazing. I mean, I still get the butterflies in my stomach. It really is an honor because ever since I got started, I always wanted to be featured as a lady. I didn't know how, but just to be able to now be featured, it really feels amazing. So thank you guys so much.
Rightfully deserved. We just talked about it. EVP, already past 750, on your way to $1 million. And you're based in Houston. And what people need to know, your in-laws are this couple by the name of Rodolfo and Cecilia Vargas. So you work the business alongside Marcelo. Marcelo, of course, is Rodolfo's brother. I'd love to kind of hear this story. I think people are curious about it. How did you get brought into PHP? How was you and Marcelo, how did you guys start connecting? And then from then on out, what did you feel was the difference in you guys building the business together?
Yeah, so I mean, it truly is a fun story, funny. I mean, if you were to ask Marcelo, he has his side of things, right? Like any man does. But basically, the way that it started, first I come from El Paso. That's where I'm originally from. And I used to be a teacher. So that's what I graduated with. I went to college for that. And I just really wanted to do many things. And but at the same time, like finding the path and the career that was going to give me everything was kind of difficult. So I kind of went the teaching route because I love helping people. But then I get introduced into the industry actually by my cousin, Alicia Diaz. She's also a part of a company. And it was a blessing, just kind of starting off from there, not knowing that I could actually even do this. I did it. I don't come from sales. I actually was a person that I hated sales, 1000%. I tried retail for a little bit and I was like, I'm out. I could not even do that part. And so it was really new. This whole PHP sales, learning about financial services was going to be super new for me. But I was up for the challenge because I really wanted to do bigger things for my family. And just moving forward, I actually meet Marcelo. I connect with him because my story goes like this, which is the real story. Okay. So I actually asked Marcelo a question. I was like, I want to know exactly what are the secrets type of thing, right? And so I kind of wanted to kind of get into Marcelo's DM and ask him the question. So that's literally how we got connected.
And into the DMs. I love it.
I slid in his DM, like seriously. And I asked him the question. I was like, hey, what is this whole BMP about? And I don't know. But it was late at night, so he always knew that I was gearing towards something different, which I really wasn't. Okay, I really was not, for everybody to know. But at the moment we got on the phone, because he was, of course, lucky enough and gladly enough to answer my call, and I was like, hey, yeah, so this and that. But we started talking, and literally it was laugh after laughter and everything. So everything just clicked that one day. And ever since then, we started speaking, talking here and there, and we meet in Vegas for our first date. I think it was an after party. Everybody kind of saw us together, and ever since then, we started dating. In 2019, I moved to Houston, so that was like 6 months of us kind of dating. Everything kind of sped up a little bit, but we came here, and we just started learning. I mean, trying to learn things. I mean, the story keeps going, but it's been a blessing, and everything happens for a reason. So we're super, super blessed.
I love it. I mean, and you guys, even with throughout while you guys were dating, it was very clear you weren't dating just to play around, just to try this out. There was intention around it. I think that's really respectable, especially in this company. And just to see what happened once you guys did finally get married, and you went from boom, 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 and now on your way to making $1 million. Kind of tell us, because there's a lot of couples in the business. I always constantly love to hear from couples in the business just to give different perspectives. What would be your tips that you would give people that are couples right now on how to really figure this thing out called working together in business?
I mean, in my personal opinion, I mean, you really have to be close to somebody that's going to guide you, which is, I think, the most important person is going to be your mentor, your coach in the business. I truly believe that that's what really helped us a lot, just having those personal conversations with the mentors in the business, like of course with Ceci, 1000%, always kind of having a girl talk, right, to kind of guide in a way, never giving us like what to do, but more so like what to expect and how to get better as a person individually. And then also learning from you ladies like Sheena, like, you know, and then of course Jen, and then just going, you know, kind of seeing the examples. But I think it's a lot of trial and error as far as like, okay, maybe you know, you want to definitely listen to what is important for them and for you, and just kind of come together to like, you know, figure it out. But I think more than anything is trial and error, but being in the right association is super important. So I think noticing which, you know, couple you really want to mimic in a way of like you really admire and respect their relationship, so you kind of want to have the same. So that's kind of what happened to me and Marcelo. So we're like, hey, yeah, we definitely should listen to what we need to work on. And but it was an individual you know, way of like understanding that part. So he was focused on him. I was focused on becoming a better person, better wife, better everything for him. And at the end of the day, because we all want the same, you know, great result for the business and for the relationship to keep growing and everything. So I think it's just keeping those things in mind that will help.
I mean, it's fair to say marriage is tough for anybody because it's two people blending into one. That takes time and takes, of course, trial and error. As long as you're committed to saying, let me study this person that's going to be my life partner, like truly study them. What makes them excited and happy, and what makes them mad, and the buttons I don't want to press, and the things that I don't want to do. And so what ends up happening is you realize that growing in marriage is also going to help you with the skills needed to grow your business, because you're dealing with people that have never been entrepreneurs, never had a license, never had an environment with morals and principles and values. And so you have this grace and empathy to really study people and see them for who they are currently right now and who they can become, versus treating them from where they came from where they're at right now. Because in all essence, people are going to grow as long as they choose to do so. So when you're working now, of course, with Marcelo, and I think you said something really profound. You're like, let me just work on being a better wife and a business partner. And so kind of tell me the things that you were really nervous to do, like certain appointments, so that you can bring some humanization to the audience. Tell us about some of the appointments that you did that didn't go really well and how you learned from it, so people feel like it's okay. It's okay. You're going to get better.
You know, I used to think that I was kind of good at doing my thing, you know, by myself. But then coming together with Marcelo, like I realized I'm a very shy person. Like I really am. I've always been. Well, not anymore. Like you kind of grow from that. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like you have that image of yourself that, you know, you're shy, you're not confident. But in reality, we are. We just have to kind of like evolve from that. But I come here to Houston and I don't know how to make a phone call. Like I don't know how to make calls in front of people, like in front of, not even in front of Marcelo. So I remember like coming into the business, we would be like doing phone zone, and then he's like, okay, so make a phone call. And the way that I would make phone calls, I would just grab my phone and then go all the way down, like if I was making a phone call, and then like leave the phone calls. Exactly. And it's like, okay, yeah, I made an appointment, right? And at that point, I'm already like an MD type, you know, basically. So, I mean, even until then, I was still trying to learn this whole thing. And so I feel like I really would always mess up. And then Marcelo would always be like, no, but make a phone call in front of me. Do you even know how to make phone calls? And I was like, well, I mean, I think so. I'm really good. I've gotten this far. But we're always, you know, growing. I think we always need to continue to improve our skill set. But I was so scared of the phone, you know, especially from people hearing my phone call. It was like terrifying for me. But and then as far as appointments go, I mean, even the fast starts, and as a couple, you know, you never want to give advice to your significant other, like, hey, you should have done this, you should have done that. Because then it's a whole, you know, nightmare. You probably won't even sleep in the same bed, you know, because of
that's the trial and error that you talked about right there.
Exactly. So it is crazy, but it really does happen that way. I think it's something that as a couple, you're probably going to find out that happens. So don't do that part. Try not to give advice. And yeah, so I mean, I continuously make mistakes. You know, we're still learning. Nobody's perfect, but yeah, I was terrified at making phone calls or doing anything in front of Marcelo. Like I get very shy. You know how some people get shy like in front of people? Like I don't get shy in front of people. I get shy in front of my loved ones for some reason. So that's kind of like my thing.
I love it. That's normal, okay? Because that is exactly how I was. I was like, I don't want to look bad in front of Matt, but it's like, you know, you have no choice. And once you confront the fear, it's not as bad as you thought. And then if you can do it in front of them, you honestly can do it in front of anybody. So you have courage. Okay, so I put together some questions to ask you. Do you have any secret talents?
Talents, I consider myself talented, but I have a fun fact, which is I used to play the clarinet. So I'm pretty good at playing the clarinet. Yes.
Okay, let's have a concert with that one. Okay. What is an ideal destination that you want to go visit?
So I love Brazil. Brazil is my favorite place to go. Yes.
All right. What is the one item that you cannot live without?
So I mean, I wouldn't be able to live without working out. Like I just love to work out. That's like everything. I every day if they could go by and I didn't work out, the day didn't go by well. Like I need to go work out.
Okay. Well, this will be perfectly go well with what you just said. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
It's actually a pistachio from Talenti, the brand.
That's wow! You even have the brand name. That's serious commitment. That's serious.
Yes.
Okay. What are some of your favorite hobbies? I'm assuming working out is one of them.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. Yes. Any other hobbies besides working out that you like to do?
Well, my favorite workout is cycling. So I love to cycle. That's my thing. Like indoor cycling is what I do. Not outside, but inside. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then last one. What is one purchase that you have not bought yet that you're looking forward to purchasing one day?
My home.
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh, this will be fun. Hey, listen, that's probably one of the biggest dreams people look forward to doing. And I remember going from having no home and then at the age of 38, a $3 million home. So it's like boom to boom. So it's a very fun purchase. Well, before we end our edition of the PHP Ladies, I want to ask one final question. You guys grew up watching Rodolfo and Ceci, of course, doing what they do. Now you guys, 750,000 on your way to 1 million EVPs. What's the future like for your organization and what it means to be the flag carrier of WTP?
Well, we're very clear on what we're going to do as far as flag carrying for We the People. That's our language every single day on our group text and everything individually. It's just a flag carrier language that we will be the ones to duplicate exactly the way that Rodolfo and Ceci are doing things because it's gotten them to where they're at today. And we want to be that example. We want to be that example that inspires others to be able to get to where we are by doing exactly the way that the PHP system is. And so we're very clear, we're very clear on the philosophy of building this business, building leaders. And so the team is really fired up. We're excited. We're heading that way, and we're about to promote a ton of more marketing directors, six-figure earners, ring earners, and everything, VPs as well. So we're in the building game. We're excited for what's coming to our organization, Leaders in Training, which is Team Lit. So we're going to be that #1 flag carriers for sure for not only WTP, but also PHP agency.
Oh, I can't wait. By the way, this is going to be the test of time right now. How many ladies with inside Lit's organization is going to be on the PHP Ladies call? I can't wait for that. So with that being said, Gaby, thank you so much for your time and congratulations again for being our featured woman on the PHP Ladies edition. So for those of you out there, you heard it directly from Gaby herself. The fun parts about working alongside your spouse, how you got to make sure that if you're going to pick somebody to date here, you're serious about it, and that you both have a common goal of wanting to grow this in a big way. And more importantly, to be a flag carrier, paying it forward for those that brought you into the business, and seeing what you guys are going to do in the future. So Gaby, thanks again. For everybody else, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.